SEO poisoning, for those who aren't familiar with what SEO is, it's search engine optimization. And it's really how, when you search for something on Google or another search engine, are you able to find the results that you want to find? And what cyber attackers are doing are poisoning those results, either by compromising websites or manipulating search engine results through either just manipulating search engines or putting a payload on someone's system to essentially reroute what their results look like. And really, this has such a large impact because employees are expected to use the internet and use search engines and browse the web. That's a normal everyday activity. And by utilizing this attack method, this attack vector, it's taking something that is regarded as a utility, right, in everyone's day-to-day job, and using that as an attack vector. And by exploiting the weakest link, which is the person sitting behind the computer. And a lot of these things that we talk about when we talk about cybersecurity and safeguarding data really starts and ends with the person sitting behind the computer because of their vulnerability success rate. So when we talk about the impact of SEO poisoning, really it comes down to what is the employee doing while they're at the computer. And it really can be day-to-day activities, standard searches, things that they are normally doing on their computer. And those results, if they're poisoned or if they're manipulated or a site is compromised and you're redirected so quickly without knowing it, you could be on a site that looks exactly like your bank site or Microsoft 365 or your Google Workspace. It can look exactly like that site that you searched for, but you're actually in an attacker's site. And you go to put in your credentials, and that's it. Once they have your credentials, and sometimes they can even manipulate your MFA for your multi-factor authentication by collecting your MFA token. And at that point, they become you, and then they start doing some real damage by collecting data, acting as you on your behalf without your knowing it. And so that's why the impact on business is so critical. It's loss of data, it's damages to brand reputation, it's all even being held for ransom. Once people get behind the doors, they can start holding you for ransom. So SEO poisoning is not mentioned usually at the top of a lot of cybersecurity discussions, but it deserves to be up there with everything else because it's such a daily activity that's become so utilitarian when people are just performing their daily job that they may not even be aware of it, that they are actually being hijacked. So it's important to talk about, and there are safeguards you can put in place to protect that. But it's definitely one of those areas in which attackers are very successful at.